Hi everyone, it's Nikki again. I just wanted to show you another great technique with your metallic pan pastels. So here I've got some black card, just some plain old black card, and a stencil. This is one of the new stencils from Premium Craft Brands. Absolutely stunning stencil, this one. And I'm going to use a Versamark ink pad. And the great thing about your metallic pan pastels is that these will work on pale card and also on a dark card. I have to say the results on a dark card are absolutely stunning. So I'm only going to do half of this just for time. So your Versamark will get a little bit dirty. Just make sure you've got one set. So I think we all have. An old Versamark will do. So with your metallics, you have 6 different colours. So we've got light gold, rich gold, copper, pewter, silver and bronze. And personally, I think you need them all. It's up to you. Make sure you use the soft tool sponges. Whatever you do, please do not use a duster brush on your pan pastels because you will absolutely annihilate your pastel. And basically what happens is that you will break it up, and that doesn't mean that it's broken and that it's unusable, but you'll find that it becomes like a powder. And it's not necessarily kind of what you want to achieve really. So I'm just going to dab this through, and I'm using lots of different colours here. And don't worry about your stencil, this will just wash out. Pan pastels are just water soluble. Even the colours that say that they are permanent also will wash out to an extent as well. Just make sure that you're a little bit more careful with those maybe. And just pick up the different colours. So you've got 6 colours. This is the bronze, which is just fantastic. Now what I would say is that generally we do have Premium Craft Brands and myself actually sourced some duster brushes. It's actually called a mop brush to use with your stencil, because when you're actually pushing these through a stencil, this one's okay, but on some stencils, if it's really intricate and you're kind of working quite quickly, you can break up your sponge, and obviously you don't really want to do that with your pan pastel sponges. So you know, kind of use the duster, the mop brush. I'm saying duster, the mop brush. Don't use the duster brush. Whatever you do, please, because you will actually break it up and make it into a powder, and then that kind of defeats the object, because we keep saying, you know, if you use the right tools, then you're going to get much more longevity of product. So I'm rubbing in some silver here. This stencil's actually pretty good, so I can kind of just by using the silver, what happens is it will totally lift this. So let me just see how this is coming out. I've only done that half anyway. Wow, look at that for a background. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love that. So what you could then do, if you wanted to, is you could actually come in and actually just dust over it a little bit if you want. The other thing I like to do is I take a soft cloth. You can see here where I've missed some bits. If you take a really soft cloth, just a tissue, a really good quality soft tissue, and just buff that off. And now you can see the shine coming through from that. And if I actually cut that down really quickly, running out of time as usual. And I'm not really a metallic girl, but I have to say, totally fallen in love with these metallic pan pastels. I adore pan pastels anyway, but these are just stunning. And it's one of the best metallic products I've ever used. Obviously we all use gilding flakes and things like that, and they're fantastic, but I have to say I think these are so much easier and better to use, and you get a much better product, a much better finished result, I think. You know, gilding flakes are very in your face, whereas with the pan pastels, you know, you can choose how much or how little you want. You know, with gilding flakes, generally once you've committed to it, that's it. You kind of put that glue on and you can't really get out of what you're doing. Whereas with these, they're very much like, they look like a gilding wax, but they're not. They're still the original pan pastel powder form. which just makes them so much more forgiving. So again, if you use this and you went wrong, or you decided you didn't want that there, you could, if you wanted to, rub it out. Just get an eraser and just rub it out, and that's all you need to do. So let's just playing around, because they're so addictive. So just, you know, go with the flow and have a play. It's all about playing and finding what works, and that's how you find great techniques. So look, I can rub this off. I'm being quite vigorous as I'm rubbing it. And there you go. Look at that. It's just stunning. Absolutely love it. Anyway, I'll be back soon with some more techniques. But in the meantime, don't forget to get your pan pastels. These are the metallics, $6.99 a pan, or you can get sets of 3, which come with little tools, which is the most affordable way to buy them. And they're available from yourcreativitystore.co.uk or from polkadoodles.co.uk. Okay, see you soon.